Okay, here we go. I think this is the best light I can get. So we better hurry before it disappears. This is my December daily, obviously, for 2017. I started, as I always do, with a picture of my tree. And I stuck it in this bag that came in a Felicity Jane kit. So there's my tree this year, close up of it. And I kind of like how it has this fake bokeh in here. This is a die cut, die cut I cut from my silhouette, which is quite lovely. There's nothing on the back of that, but here's my calendar of events for December. I maybe should add a couple things. It's from Felicity Jane. Here's a printable I found online and I printed, put in. Day number 1 is, of course, the countdown calendars, which we did Lego ones this year, and the boys were thrilled, to say the least. They had a blast with them. Day number 2, this is Felicity Jane. I think I got these at my local scrapbook store, these lovely Christmas stickers. Yes, I did. I'm not sure who they're by. But day number 2, I did 4 stories about my tree. So about Isaiah helping me and how he was careful about the placement of the ornaments and how that made me kind of proud of him. He's like, "Mommy, is this too close to the other one? Just like it." It's the cutest thing. And then my mother-in-law and I taking all the dead lights off the tree. We used rubber gloves, and it took us like 2 hours to de-string the tree and then put new lights on, which was another story because we put the tree on a Lazy Susan and spun it. Tyler helped with that. Oh, and then the other story was that I put big lights, mixed big lights with little lights this year. I loved that. So yeah, 4 stories about my sparkly tree. Day number 3, I kind of got carried away this year with shopping for Christmassy decor. So they're just some pictures of my favorite things that I got. I think there's another story about this later. Day number 4 is over here. You can see the 4. I had each of the kids write their wish list. So with help on the spelling, Titus wrote Hatchimal and Fingerling. That's a picture of a Hatchimal egg. And Isaiah, Lego, Star Wars Lego, a million times repeated over and over. Levi, I just put snacks and noisemakers and food for his play kitchen because he got a play kitchen for Christmas. For me, just some fun things, and Tyler put Donatello. Because the boys have all the other Ninja Turtles, so he thought he should have Donatello and they could all play together. Day number 5 is about the weather and how it was up past like 12 degrees in December, which is pretty warm. It wasn't 12 degrees this day, but by the weekend, yeah, we didn't even need coats. This is a transparency I think Megan gave me a long time ago. Day number 6, my sister came to visit, so there's my little nephew Owen and Titus and Hudson playing with Play-Doh on the counter. The lighting's still not great, is it? Oh well. Day number 7, Susan took our family photo that I used for our Christmas card. I didn't tell the story, but it literally took tears to get him to wear a black coat and to let his brother wear his red coat so that we would all match. But he finally did it for me after some serious encouragement. Here's a sweet little leftover from my Felicity Jane. Actually, most everything is still leftovers from the last 2. 2 years ago, I was gifted the kit, and then I got papers for last year. So I used them this year. And then some stuff from my stash. So here's probably where I talk about Santa sacks. Oh yeah, we switched stockings to Santa sacks this year, but these were Santa sacks, giant Santa sacks that I could not resist in the store. even though, how do you fill a giant satin sack? So I decided to turn them into pillows, and I love them. Like $7.99 for new Christmas pillows. It was amazing. This from Tara Lynn. Came in the mail. I got Happy Mail, and I put it in right away. I don't think I documented when I got Happy Mail. That's too bad. The 9th, we went to a wedding. The 10th is about my new wreath and how Tyler complained every year about this wreath because you get stabbed by it coming in and out of the house. It was pokey, so I bought a new one, and I love it. I saw some other people do this, so I was kind of copying. Here's another printable I found. Day 11, the kids went to a nursing home to sing their Christmas, do their Christmas program. 12, we had a Christmas movie night. It's a really dark photo, but it's all the boys, all 4 boys, watching Shrek Christmas. I don't know what it's called, but Shrek's Christmas. The boys loved it. 13, oh, I got our Christmas cards from Costco, printed and addressed and ready to go. First year that I have not made cards. Okay, so day 14, we went to see Santa. And I didn't take the greatest picture, but it's still pretty cute. And there was a giant lineup to see him, so Tyler rented this little dinosaur that you drive around the mall, and the boys had a blast driving around the mall. Day 15, we got a guest. It was our principal, previous principal. Wayne came to see the Christmas performance that the school was doing this year. So he came and he stayed with us. And he came Friday. The program was Saturday, and here's my 2 little performers, a shepherd and a sheep. And my story is about how Titus really didn't like his costume. He thought Isaiah's was really cool, and it wasn't fair that he had to be something cute. He did not want to be cute. He wanted to look cool like his brother. So, I don't know if you can see here, but there's a little mopey sheep. It's the cutest thing. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. He was not impressed. But he was the cutest, for real. I threw in this Precious Moments picture. I thought I'd get one of the kids to color it, but I never did. Which is okay. I love it still like that. Here's another picture of the program. Titus is coming out of his funk. Later that day, we went caroling at the hospital. We sang to the different wings. And then after that, we came home and had a games night with the school kids since Wayne was here. He wanted to see the kids. There's another snowflake from Tara Lynn. Day 17, we went to see the holiday train. And it's a really cool train that's all lit up, and then one of the cars opens and there's a Christmas concert. But it was a little cold, so we didn't stay too long, and too dark to take a decent picture of us. So we actually left from there to go to a cookie decorating fun night with Veggie Supper Club. So there's the kids' cookies. Isaiah made a ninja. He can proof that boys can turn anything into weapons. Those are pretzels, became swords, ninja swords. Day 18, we took the boys on a drive to look at the nice Christmas lights in the neighborhood. This was the favorite. Had a ton of blow-ups. And then he and I finished wrapping. So I talk about the fun wrapping paper I found in the boys' favorite things. So the wrapping paper matched their gifts. So that was kind of fun. Day 19, Titus and I took a couple days actually. We made cookies, and then I think we decorated them on the 19th. And then we packaged them up and took them to a couple neighbors and friends. So that was fun. 20 must be Mom and Dad arrived on the 20th. So there's a picture of them. This is my nice wrapping paper that I did the rest of the gifts. And here are some just thank you gifts for teachers and volunteers and helpers in my classroom, and etc. So I love putting them together, so I thought I'd take a picture of them before they got sent out. Here's my tree with all the wrapped gifts and stuffed sacks under it. I love how that turned out. This is a Stampin' Up! Die, and then I cut this with my Silhouette. This is left over from Felicity Jane. See, Megan, that gift you gave me, it's still going. It's awesome. Oh, on the 21st, I went to the school and taught a craft for part of their party, and we made these. I had a bunch of corks given to me, so we made these little Christmas trees. And here the kids are working on dabbing their little corks, and then their little gift exchange at school. I stayed most of the day. 22 is about a little project Titus and I worked on. We got this calendar here of random acts of kindness. We didn't get them all done because it's kind of busy, but on the days that he was home, we did some of the things like putting a coin in a machine and putting money in the Salvation Army bucket and toys for tots or whatever. What's in here? I don't even remember. Oh, do something nice every day in December. Well, that's the story. Whoops. So that's the story about it. In the pocket. Whoa! That is what was not supposed to happen. Don't bump the camera. Let's see. All right, well, if I turn this way, we get back. There we go. So here I saw someone did this and I copied it. I don't remember who, and this is, of course, an Allie Edwards design I copied. A lot of people did. Probably people who took her class, but I just saw it and had to copy it. On day 23, we had a double baptism, which was super cool for a Christmas program special. And it was her birthday. Sally had a birthday on her rebirthday, so that was pretty special. And then throughout the program, I sang Mary Did You Know, which I typically do, and then the boys did We Three Kings, and Isaiah even played an instrument. It was pretty cool, pretty fun. And Levi crawled in with a shaker. You can see him sort of in the background here. And everyone just loved it. Day 24, I documented our drive to my sister's in Edmonton, and it was a snowstorm. Yeah, a miserable snowstorm, but we got there. And then day 25, Christmas morning. What else does it say? What else we do? Oh, I talked about how my sister is sick. So she didn't even stay in her own home because my dad is not strong enough to fight sickness right now. So we couldn't let him get sick. So for the whole day of the 24th, I cleaned the house and washed the germs off every surface that your hands would touch with Lysol wipes and prepped for Dad to arrive. Dad and Mom stayed at Susan's one night before. 25th Christmas, just love this giant die cut. I just created it in my Silhouette. So here's the kids with their sacks, ready to open their presents Christmas morning. And this is the mess after we opened presents. Laura came and wore a mask so she wouldn't get Dad sick. And we all opened presents, and then she left for a bit and came back for supper. So here are just the kids with their gifts. They're cute. Little pockets I made with stars. Another leftover of Felicity Jane. This is an Allie Edward word. Yes, that I put into my Silhouette and cut out. And then I just created this part in Word. I love how that turned out. It's cool. Backside is the boys with their favorite gifts. Titus with his Hatchimal and his fingerling. He's sleeping with it. It's the cutest thing. And Isaiah with his Lego that Tyler taped the entire package so he couldn't peek. Here he's building Lego already, and here's the babies in their Christmas jammies. Christmas continued. We had a bunch of company for supper. We had a feast, and I regret that I didn't take a picture of the amazing food we ate. Wow, it was so good, and there was so much. This is an Allie Edward file from her 12 Days of Christmas countdown freebies. I grabbed that. I really like it. Here is an Allie Edwards idea with all the kids' names and ages this Christmas, and here's our family. This is a cut file, silhouette cut file I just used that I already had. And there's the fan. Christmas night. The 26th we did gingerbread houses, and dude, I got an iPhone 7 Plus, and it takes amazing pictures. So here's me using that portrait, there we go, portrait mode. So it's blurred in the background and focused on the little houses. It was pretty exciting. So here's the kids, all the kids with all their little houses. 27th, oh, I still need a picture, is the story of how everyone in my family got a new phone for Christmas. We either upgraded or we traded. There were some trades, but it was an upgrade for everybody. And I'm pretty pumped to get an iPhone 7 Plus for sure. My brother-in-law also got it. And then my sister's like, wow, that's cool, I want one. So she got one, and my mom got the hand-me-down. Susan bought my old phone. Tyler upgraded to a 7, and then he said, Dad's the only one who didn't get a new phone, so he bought Dad a 6. I think a 6 or, yeah, 6, not a 6 Plus, no. So what is in here? I forget. Oh, here's the story of Laura being sick. And that's Jake, her boyfriend. I should really stamp on this envelope. I feel like this is an unfinished day, but kind of a sad story. That's why I put it in an envelope. On the 27th, I went to go visit Rena and see her new kitchen that they just renovated, so that was fun to see her. Day 28, we came home, and we had saved a few presents for the boys, so the boys got their action Bibles, which they love, and I love that they love them. They just sit and look through them and look for stories that they know and stories they don't know. It's pretty cool. So that's the 28th. And we also opened some gifts that we had left from different church members and people here. And I put up all our Christmas cards because we hadn't opened them all. So I did all that Friday night. It was kind of cool. Christmas continued. And then the 29th, we were supposed to go to Brooks, which is partly why we came home earlier than I would have liked to. And then turns out it was no storming and minus 37, so we stayed home. We watched church on YouTube, which Medicine Hat always YouTubes live streams our service here. So, and the boys worked on their Lego sets. And then the 30th, we had a party at the school for New Year's. And then I like to have an envelope at the back to put all the photos, like the Christmas photo cards from people, because those are the ones that I like to save inside of my December daily to look back on. So that's it. I hope you like it. That was almost a 20-minute video. Wow. I hope the lighting was good and it works out to upload this with no big issues. So, alrighty, hope to see yours next, ladies. Bye.